I love this microphone, and this is a cheap microphone too. So imagine when I start moving up in the world and I start investing. Y'all see the little sun in the back? I thought that was a little cute. It might get annoying after a while, but hopefully it'll set a little bit. It's 7 o'clock, so hopefully it'll go down a little bit. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit excitable. I'm really having fun with this challenge, and it's really warming a special place in my heart. And sometimes I question it. You know, when something is actually making you happy, you try to question it to try to diminish its value. So you just be like, oh, it's not that serious, or you try to talk yourself out of experiencing happiness. That's what I've been doing a little bit, like in the back of my head. But for the most part, I just been so happy about this challenge. I'm happy that I'm actually sticking to it, and I'm happy that I've actually been talking about good topics and kind of giving good advice. It's almost like all the pain and trauma and suffering that I went through was not for nothing. Isn't that great? Y'all starting to get more of my real personality. Are you ready for that? I'm a bit much at times, so just let me know if you're ready. So today what I want to talk about is something that I have been experiencing lately. Oh, my back hurts. I'm not gonna lie, they worked me today, y'all. They worked me today. It's almost as if I have a job. This is a good one because I feel like everyone can relate to this if you've just been starting to pursue your passions, which is being in the in-between era. I have been feeling this so much lately. And if you haven't heard anyone talk about this, being in the in-between era is basically not being who you used to be, but also not being who you want to be yet. So you're literally in this era of figuring it out. Like, you're at the beginning of your new story. You know, you're just in this molding era, and it can be interesting. Well, you guys pretty much already know this backstory a little bit, which is the old version of me, the person that I used to be, which is so crazy to say this now. I finally graduated from that girl. That girl was working at McDonald's. She was miserable. She wanted change. She wanted to know what her purpose was. She wanted to know what was the next steps for her. I am no longer that person. I'm still not 100% sure if this is my new path that I'm supposed to be on, but it feels good right now. I once heard someone say, you have to walk as if God already told you yes, because if it's not clear to you what exactly he's saying, sometimes you just have to go ahead and do it until it becomes clear to you. And that's what I'm doing right now. So this is the new version of me, or well, this is the present version of me, which is somebody who's not miserable, somebody who, I wouldn't say I don't have a hard time getting up, but that's more because of I'm kind of lazy and I don't like to wake up when I'm not ready to. But for the most part, I enjoy waking up in the morning. Somebody who is starting to follow one of their dreams for a long time. Somebody who is, I'm going to say, almost emotionally balanced. But I'm very good at identifying my emotions now, and I'm very good at not letting them overrun me. This is the most good things I said about myself in a long time. Give myself a pat on the back. But the person that I want to be, my future self, she is somebody who is financially stable, financially free at that. Somebody who is stylish. I'm not gonna lie. I pretend that clothes don't mean a lot to me, but I don't feel very confident in a lot of things that I wear, and that's because I don't have the means to really go out and find my style right now. That's one of my goals. Someone who travels. I've been watching a lot of travel videos, and I already know, like, once I start getting me a little bit of money, I already know where I'm going. I already know the people who I'm taking with me. And just someone who gets to live life freely, someone who gets to, you know, make her own schedule. Making my own schedule right now is something that is hard for me. I really do need the discipline. That's why I'm very grateful to have a job, because it keeps me disciplined. It keeps me moving every day. Right now, I do need a job because I cannot create my own schedule, because if I could, I would be up all night and sleep all day, and that is not what my future self wants for me. That's a little bit of a backstory of how I'm viewing my life right now, and it's exciting for me being in the in-between era right now. Well, at least this in-between era, because my last in-between era, the girl who I used to be, that one was kind of actually terrible because I wasn't where I am now. This is the future version of the old version of me. Do y'all understand that? You are the future version of the old version of you already. Who you are now is somebody that you wish to be in the past. Think about that. That's exciting. Even if you're not exactly where you want to be yet, just think about how the old version of yourself, the past version of yourself, is looking at you right now and is happy and grateful that you got to the point that you're at now. I don't know what's been going on with me, but the motivation has been hitting crazy. I'm gonna start my cycle soon, so it's gonna be interesting to see how that works, because when I'm on my cycle, my mindset changed. Everything is red. I hate everything and I want everyone to hush. This current version of me is kind of like starting from the bottom. I'm starting everything from scratch, like literally new job, new passions. Like, I'm trying to grow a following. I can see the future version of myself who has gained all of this already. It's encouraging, but also at the same time, it's like you're yearning for it. You're yearning for something that you don't even have yet. So it's just like being in the in-between era. You just really have to stay consistent and disciplined to your dreams. And this is where my maladaptive daydreaming comes in. I think that's what it's called. When you are visualizing something so hard that you kind of get lost in it, like you are in that moment. And I've been doing that a lot lately. Like last night I couldn't even sleep because I was thinking so hard, like about how in the future I'm literally going to be doing all the things that I'm saying in this video right now, and I just can't wait. So it's like being in the in-between era, you can get impatient. I'm very impatient right now because I'm like, give it to me. Give it to me. Just so excited because this is the first time that I feel like I can actually reach these goals that I want for myself. I'm just trying to keep this positive mindset. I'm just trying to keep this energy up. So if y'all see me jumping off the walls, bouncing off the walls, just know that's why. I'm excited and I'm trying to keep my excitement instead of letting my anxiety diminish me. I wrote this note down and it just really hit me going back to my eras. You know, the little example that I gave you, my old era, which was the McDonald's, miserable, all that. That was my thinking era, meaning I was thinking about how to get here. I was thinking about how I could make my dreams a reality. I was thinking if this was something that I could actually do. This era, the present me, that's my doing era. Your in-between era is your doing era, because you're not thinking about it anymore. You're not thinking about how to start. You're not thinking about if you need this, that, or that. You're actually doing it. You're making it even if it's bad. Tyler, the creator, said, make it first, make it good later. I think I just be saying stuff sometimes. I think that's what that man said. I don't know. Now take a second and I want y'all to tell me how long it took for you to get to this era, because once we get to this era, I know it's way harder than what we thought it was, but just think about how beautiful this era is, because you never thought that you would get here. You never thought that you would actually do it. And I want you to really appreciate this era, because your next era, your getting era. Your next era is when you get everything that you want. You get all the goals that you have been chasing. That era, you can be more relaxed and you can look back on all these other eras and look back on them and smile, because you remember your first era where you didn't know where you were heading, and then you remembered your next era where you actually put in the work and you believed in yourself, and then you think about your future era. Well, at this time that would be your present era, and now you get to think about what your next era is going to look like, you know. So it's just these eras that we're in do not last forever. These seasons that we're in do not last forever. One day you're going to get everything that you want. It's just a matter of time. But also, don't say that you want it but you're not making the necessary moves to get it. I let a lot of distractions get in my way, and I really feel like if I would have just stayed down, I could have been way further now. But I'm not mad about it, because I still had a lot of growing to do, and I'm so glad that I decided to do it now instead of back then, because I'm just so passionate about this stuff, and I did not know I was as passionate about it until I actually started talking about it. Long story short, life is crazy. You don't know what's gonna happen. That was a really good chat. Don't tell me I ain't been cooking on these videos. Don't tell me that, because you will be lying. I've been cooking. The motivation been hitting. The inspiration. Y'all be seeing how I be taking them pauses? I can do a TED talk. Put me on the show. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm screaming. I think it's because I miss vlogging a little bit. I miss like being funny and just showing my personality. That's really it for today's topic. I really like today's topic. I really did. Of course, thank you guys so much for the ongoing support. We're still gaining followers. I'm doing it more slowly but surely now. I know on TikTok people are just there for a quick laugh, a quick dopamine fix. They really don't want some random girl sitting in their car screaming at them about motivational topics. This is really just something where my heart is calling me to right now, and I don't know when I became this person, but I'm not gonna be mad at her. She doing her thug thizzle. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so that you get notified when I post, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.